6 coaches of an express train derail at Tamil Nadu's Kavaraipettai, several injured. NIA conducts spot test to look into possible conspiracy angle.
समझो मेरी बात को, मोदी को हराना है ना तो तुमको सबको साथ लेकर चलना पड़ेगा। तुम अकेले कुछ भी नहीं कर पाओगे, तुमको साथ लेकर चलना पड़ेगा।
A day after Karnataka Congress withdraws cases against AIMIM leaders in Hubballi RiotS case, AIMIM chief asaduddin Owaisi says Congress will have to take everyone along.
अब हमारे पड़ोस में ही बांग्लादेश में क्या हुआ कि उस उत्पात के कारण वहां के हिंदू समाज पर जो अत्याचार बार बार होते हैं, उस परंपरा को फिर से दोहराया गया। और इसलिए जहां कहीं भी हम हैं वहां संगठित रहना, सशक्त रहना, इसको हमको करना ही पड़ेगा।
RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat again calls for Hindu unity, raises persecution of Hindus in Bangladesh, says it's time to unite.
कलकत्ता में जो हुआ आरजीकर अस्पताल में, वहां जिस प्रकार से टालमटाल का प्रयास हुआ, अपराधियों को संरक्षण देने का प्रयास हुआ, ये जो अपसंस्कृति फैली है उसके साथ अपराध और राजनीति का जो गठबंधन हो गया है, उसके ये परिणाम है।
As relentless fight for justice continues, Mohan Bhagwat attacks Mamata Banerjee's government, says what happened at RG Kar is shameful and that the accused were being shielded.
तो जो बुद्धिवादी है, प्रोग्रेसिव, उसको अर्बन नक्सल बोलना, कांग्रेस है उसको बोलना, ये उनकी आदत है। वो खुद ही क्या है बोले तो उनकी पार्टी टेररिस्ट की पार्टी है, लिंचिंग करते हैं, मारते हैं।
After Prime Minister Modi and Devendra Fadnavis launch an urban Naxal attack on the Congress party, Mallikarjun Kharge hits back, calls BJP a party of terrorists. All right, it's a political story that we're tracking here. This evening, Asaduddin Owaisi has sent out feelers to Indi. He says his party MP wrote a letter to Congress leaders, to Sharad Pawar, saying that it's time that opposition parties start working together because there is no Muslim MP. Saying that there is no Muslim MP and they need a Muslim MP to fight their cause. And this comes a day after the Karnataka government has withdrawn cases against over 100 rioters, of which 9 of them were from the AIMIM. So questions were being asked whether AIMIM and Owaisi were sending feelers to Congress, feelers to Sharad Pawar's party. And this is a day after cases were withdrawn. In fact, sources in the AIMIM telling Republic that only 9 of them were members of AIMIM. Out of that, 4 office bearers, which included district president, city president, saying the district president got bail within 9 days. And there are other leaders who are Congress leaders linked to Congress who are also, spared, pardoned, Aneri. What's the real picture? Because Owaisi's party says, and I spoke to some very senior people, right? They say that we have written a letter to Congress and NCP, they haven't responded. What's going on? Will Owaisi's AIMIM join Indi? I want to play the soundbite first. Yeah, Aneri, go ahead. Aneri, go ahead. I'll play the soundbite next.
Well, what we are seeing, Niranjan, right now is that AIMIM chief Asaduddin Owaisi has now come out openly over the Indi bloc, where he says that his party leader, Imtiaz Jalil, had written letter to the Indi leaders, that's Rahul Gandhi, NCP Sharad Pawar, and also other leaders, but then they haven't responded. And also, this statement he had made was in the context of the Haryana elections, which the BJP had won, where he says that I was not there, and as you remember, AIMIM chief Asaduddin Owaisi has always been accused by the other parties that only because of Owaisi he divides the votes and he is the B team of BJP, and that's the reason why now we see that Owaisi lashing out at the Congress party, says that Congress party couldn't manage well, and that's the reason why BJP has won in Haryana. And now what we are seeing right now is that Asaduddin Owaisi openly saying that his party leaders had written letter to the indi bloc leaders, but then they haven't responded. Well, he also indicates that the AIMIM party, which is Asaduddin Owaisi, is the president for the AIMIM, says that they are ready for if they invite them, then they are also ready to join hands with the indi to defeat BJP, is what Asaduddin Owaisi openly giving this remark. And also at the same time, this comes in the backdrop of the Karnataka government withdrawing several cases against the writers, which include, many of them include from the AIMIM in Karnataka. So definitely we'll have to wait and watch. Will the indi leaders be inviting Asaduddin Owaisi as well to be a part of the indi bloc or not, remains to be seen.
Okay, thank you for joining us with those inputs. Let's play out what Owaisi said.
मैं इन लोगों से कहना चाह रहा हूं, पुरानी पार्टी से जरा समझो मेरी बात को, समझो मेरी बात को। मोदी को अगर हराना है ना, तो तुमको सबको साथ लेकर चलना पड़ेगा। तुम अकेले कुछ भी नहीं कर पाओगे, तुमको साथ लेकर चलना पड़ेगा। महाराष्ट्र में हमने कहा, इम्तियाज जलील ने खत लिख कर दिया कि आओ हम बात करने तैयार हैं, आप बात करिए। हम भी नहीं चाहते कि महाराष्ट्र में दोबारा शिंदे, फडणवीस और अजीत पवार की हुकूमत बने, हम नहीं चाहते, मगर आप बातचीत करो, करे तो अच्छा है, नहीं करेंगे तो मुझे भी तो अपनी पार्टी चलाना है ना। मेरे 2 एमएलए हैं, मालेगांव में मुफ्ती इस्माइल साहब, धूलिया में फारूक शाह हैं, इम्तियाज जलील 3,20,000 के ऊपर वोट हासिल किए। औरंगाबाद में मेरे 26 कारपोरेटर थे, नांदेड़ में है, शोलापुर में हमने फारूक को अपना उम्मीदवार बनाया। मेरे अजीज दोस्तों और बुजुर्गों, मजलिस इत्तेहादुल मुस्लिमीन की कामयाबी के लिए भी आप दुआ करिए कि महाराष्ट्र में अल्लाह मजलिस इत्तेहादुल मुस्लिमीन को कामयाब और कामरान करे।
So that was a speech of Asaduddin Owaisi. Let's move and get you the other story we are tracking on This Is Exclusive. 6 coaches of an express train derailed at Tamil Nadu's Kavaraipettai. Several people were injured. The numbers ranging at anywhere between 8 to 10 who were injured and hospitalized. Was there a sabotage bid? Now everyone's asking whether there was a sabotage bid. What really happened? Why was it so similar to what happened in Balasore, Odisha in 2023? Republic TV has now accessed a video. Now this is a video that is doing the rounds on social media. Now what this video essentially shows is that the train was given a green signal to pass through the main line. However, it entered a loop line which was already occupied, which means if it was supposed to go on A line and it was cleared to go on A line, why did it go into B line where another train was already there and it collided with that particular train? That's the question. Let me go across to Piyush joining me live. Piyush, there's this data logger video. We don't know the authenticity of that video, but that video is with us. If you can play that video out also, please, in that window. If you can play that video out, it's a data logger video. And what this video essentially shows is that, the train was given a green signal to pass through the main line. It went into another line, very similar to what we saw in Balasore, Piyush. The data logger is a device, just for some context. Data logger is a device placed in a station area to capture train movements and signal aspects. Now I don't know, and I'm not sticking my neck out and saying this is the video that proves something, but yeah, it's on your screen right now. And this is doing the rounds on social media. Now essentially what this video shows is that you see the green signal that was given for the train to go straight. It did not go straight. It went into another line. What went wrong? What happened? And there was a jerk. It was supposed to go straight. There was a jerk and the train goes right. What happened there? Piyush.
So Niranjan, what I can tell you is that many may raise the veracity of this video which is making rounds on social media. However, one thing is certain. There was something definitely suspicious, and this has been confirmed to us by the railway officials on record, that this passenger train which was moving from Darbhanga to Mysuru was actually to go on the main line, and the signals of which was given. However, there was some manipulation or some maneuvering. We do not know what actually happened, but rather than moving on the main line, it moved on the loop line, and thus it collided with the stationary train which was on that track, resulting in the derailment. Now, the script seems similar to what actually happened in April 2023 in Balasore, and thereby there is a suspicion of there being something fishy. Now, we cannot stick our neck out and say that this is the task of anti-national elements, or this is the task of someone which wanted to create harm to the railways. This is the job of the probing agencies. And because we know that there is something fishy, now it has been confirmed, and we have filmed it on our camera, that the NIA officials today came out over there at the accident spot to probe what actually went wrong. Now, we hope that they might get something of significance, and they might bring out with truth. There is also another aspect to it. There is also the speculation of a human error or some thing wrong that occurred in the signal directions. These two aspects are being looked into by the Judicial Commission that has been constituted by the Railway Security Board. So yes, three elements of this mishap are being looked into, but one thing is certain, and this has been confirmed to us by officials on record, that the element of sabotage cannot be ruled out. We are not speculating the matter. We are giving the officials that time frame to investigate the matter. But yes, looking into what has happened in the past, looking into what has been happening over the past few months, where efforts of derailment has been taking place, and looking into this incident recently, elements of now why such kind of incidents are happening in large scale needs to be brought out by railways, and if required be probing the central investigative agencies as well. Back to the studio.
Yes. Now, the fact that the NIA team went there, usually when an accident like this takes place, you have the railway minister, railway board officials who go there, of course, apart from the police. But in a case like this, for the NIA, which is the National Investigative Agency, to go there tells you that perhaps they are looking at other angles as well, or maybe the government knows something, or maybe the agencies know something more. I'd like to play out those visuals. Those are visuals of the NIA team. Can we play the visuals of the NIA team there as well? They were there. They took a look. Did you manage to get some pictures as well, Piyush, of this NIA team? How many officers were there? And why is it unusual that the NIA team comes to such an accident site? It's very unusual.
Well, Niranjan, we did take the images of the NIA officials in our camera. In fact, the images, the exclusive visuals, I would say, of the NIA officials going to the station master and trying to find out the videos and all the recordings of the movement of this passenger train, the Darbhanga Mysuru Express, that collided with the goods train because it was not moving in its intended path, was being examined by the NIA officials. Prior to this, the NIA officials also, along with its sniffer dogs, moved and saw the tracks where the accident occurred, so that they could find something suspicious that occurred. Now, one could have said that NIA trying to find out nitty-gritties in the accident involving rail mishaps could have been unusual in the past, but not now, because we have now witnessed, and this has been happening in the last few months, worryingly, where efforts of derailment has been taking place. So thereby, worryingly, and we cannot now rule out, the sabotage element cannot be ruled out. We cannot speculate, but then the officials on record have pointed out that all angles, including sabotage, is being looked into. So thereby, the NIA officials coming and probing perhaps could have been unusual in the past, but not now. And worryingly, now it is important that NIA officials must try to get into the depth of this case, because this was a lucky incident. There was perhaps no casualties, but we do not know if there is no action now following this. Okay. Who knows? Perhaps in the latest rail accidents, the things may not be as lucky. Back in the studio.
Okay, thank you for joining us with those inputs. Piyush Ori there, who's at the site where the derailment happened. We'll take a short break at this point here on This Is Exclusive. Coming back with some more stories and the big political story of the message, Dasara message of the RSS chief. We have some reactions to that. Taking a break. Stay tuned.